Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Erica. Thank you so much for all your support. Today I'll be making sleeveless circle dress. I have 2.5 years of African print here. I'll fold the fabric into two. I folded the fabric into two. I'll fold it again. So this is the folded side. I'll hold this side to this side. So I'll fold it to this side. So this is what I have. So this is how I folded the fabric into two. This is the folded side. This side, I will fold it to this side. So this is what I have on the fabric. So I will take her measurement, shoulder measurement, bust measurement, and the length of the dress. The only three measurements that I need for this style is shoulder measurement, bust measurement, and the length of the... I'm going to mark her shoulder measurement. Her shoulder measurement is 15. 15 because it's on fold is divided into two, so I'll mark 7.5. But because it's sleeveless, I'll minus 1 inch from 7.5. But you can minus quarter of an inch, half inch, 0.75, but I'll minus 1 inch. So I'll use 6.5 instead of 7.5. So I'll check to see where I can get 6.5. I have 6.5 here. Six and a half. So from this 6.5, I'll go down by 8 inches. Her round armhole is 17. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. But I want to minus half inch from 8.5 because it's sleeveless. But so minus half inch. From this 6.5, I'll come down by 8 inches. This is 8 inches here. On this line, I will mark her bust measurement. Her bust measurement is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10. Plus half inch for ease. If you can add half inch for ease, quarter of an inch, 0.25 for ease. But I'll add half inch for ease, which is 10.5. This is 10.5 plus 1 inch for seam allowance. You can use half inch for seam allowance, you can use 1 inch. 1 inch for seam allowance. I'm going to mark the neck width. I'll use 3.5. I'll mark 3.5 on this side also, neck depth, 3.5. I'll curve the line. I'll use the same neckline for both front and back. Sorry, I lost a clip. At the shoulder line, I came down by 0.75. I connected it to the neckline for shoulder slant. I'm going to mark the length of the dress. The length of the dress is 35 inches plus half inch seam allowance, 35.5. So I'll mark 35.5 from this shoulder line. 35.5. Okay. So from this shoulder line, I marked the length of the dress, 35 plus half inch seam allowance, 35.5. On the armhole here, I'll get the midpoint. So I'll curve the armhole. Okay. So from this side, I'll connect it to the end of the dress. So there's another way you can do this. You can use basic bodies for this. So from the armhole here, I connected it to the length of the dress. This is the length of the dress. So I'm going to cut it now. So I'm going to cut it. This is where I'm supposed to cut it, but I add seam allowance ½ inch to join it. So I'm going to cut it now. This is the length of the dress. So this is what I have. If you like, you can cut facing for it. You put another fabric under and cut facing for the neckline, or you tidy up the neckline with a bias. I'm going to use bias for neckline and the armhole. So I'm going to notch it for pockets. From the armhole here, I marked 8 inches, between 8-9 inches, but I marked 8 inches for pocket. I notched it. So this is the pocket. I folded the fabric into 4, into 2, into 4. I marked 7 inches. I now put my hand on it and curve it. This is for pocket. I'll cut it out. So I'm going to sew the pocket. I have 4 pieces. This is for this side, right side facing each other, the dress. So this is the right side of the pocket. This is the right side of the fabric. This is the right side of the pocket. I'll pin it on the notch this way. So on this side, this is right side of the pocket, right side of the dress. I'll pin it right side, right side. I'll pin it on the notch. So I'll go and stitch it to the dress. I'll stitch it on the dress with ½ inch seam allowance. After that, I'll top stitch on pocket side. I will do the same on this side. I've stitched the pocket to the dress. What I'll do next is to join the shoulder, the front and the back, right side facing each other. I have ½ inch seam allowance. I'll join it with ½ inch seam allowance. After that, I will use bias. I will use bias to tidy up the neckline and the armhole. So I've tidied up the neckline and the armhole. So what I'll do next is to sew the two sides. right side facing each other. I have 1 inch seam allowance. I'll mark 1 inch. Right side facing each other. I have 1 inch seam allowance. I'll mark 1 inch. Sew it with 1 inch to this point. Then I will use ½ inch to join the pocket and to this point. Then I will use 1 inch to the end. So I will do the same on this side. After that, I will now overlock. I will overlock the lower part, the side and the lower part. The lower part I will overlock. After that, I will now fold one, like 1/4 inch or ½ inch, and hem the lower part. But if you want to double fold your lower part, you use 1 inch seam allowance, but I used ½ inch seam allowance because I will use overlocker. So after that, I'll put it on the mannequin to show you. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.